Welcome everyone! We are the Grin brothers.
You said you were going to have time to think about.
Oh yeah, I
you
didn't.
You just hit record.
Let's see. In terms of unique gameplay mechanics for the games I've played, well, let's just go through my sort of top favourite ones. Well, luckily, thanks to the Bravely series, I'm getting a throwback to old school RPGs and such.
Really well done, and a natural evolution to the series as well, instead of turning it into a action.
I'd say the closest
game.
I'd say to a Paper Mario follow-up by a core developer, although it's a bit of a stretch. Child of Light, maybe? You have two characters only on the screen. You have things you can do in the combat itself, rather than it being just select a command. Like, I wouldn't call it a spiritual success, obviously, but
yeah,
in terms of giving me
a
a turn-based RPG, I want, like, both of them are very easy RPGs, I'd say.
Yeah,
they're not the hardest of games. I mean, of course, if you get the Game Grumps to play through them, you'd find out that apparently they're nigh impossible. But
don't remind me. If you speak of that, I might think of good gameplay at some point.
People can't stop making Smash Bros. Games at the moment, and the Smash Bros. Series is thriving, so...
Power Stone! Why can't we get a Power Stone successor?
That's a definite... We did, Shrek Super Slam.
Why can't we get a Power Stone successor? Like, come on, guys! Everyone wants Power Stone. You even joke about the fact that
that was the most douchey move I've ever seen.
Like a Power Stone!
I get it! Power Stone!
Screw you, Raccoon.
Done. The best joke I can think of, and it's huge spoilers for Infinity War.
We can't spoil that.
Funny enough, there was a scene like that in the Game Explain discussion of the F-Zero things. Like, it's like when Strange looked to the... Oh, gosh, I can't say it. You know, in terms of them talking about possibilities. It's,
yes. I kicked her to death. Cool. Now, I should probably capitalise on being in power form. But... there's an achievement for beating people up with your feet. Or weapons.
I don't think I'd say I need a successor to Dragon Ball Advance Adventure, aside from, you know, Dragon Ball doing that again.
Come back here and let me kick you.
But, you know, I did get the successor to Dragon Ball Advance Adventure. That was Dragon Ball Return of King Piccolo. Wasn't as good, honestly, but it was still pretty fun.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur might be returning to form, so that's nice.
The dolphin, by the way, is broken.
The thing is, a lot of cases, though, I wouldn't want a spiritual successor. I'd want the IP to continue.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, Penalty Pond did continue after Penalty Pond, but it never starred Penalty Pond.
Same with Power Stone. I'd rather just have Power Stone back.
Yeah.
But
like I said, they did make a successor to Power Stone. It was Shrek Super Slam.
I'd rather just have Power Stone.
You'd rather have Power Stone back.
But I will compromise for a spiritual successor.
Whereas Penalty Pond, the thing that, whilst I do like the puzzle game mechanic, I'd rather have the characters coming back.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the thing is with spiritual successor, it's a matter of the gameplay, most of all. And the only one I could say... Fury of the Fairies is definitely one I enjoyed gameplay-wise. I would like that sort of gameplay further. But that isn't really too unique that you wouldn't be able to achieve out of other games doing that. You know, switching between full characters to do different mechanics.
Yeah, you could do it with a Fantastic Four licensed game.
Yeah.
Which would actually be fun, not gonna lie. If you just put that mechanic in a platform with Fantastic Four. I'd buy it. Probably be terrible, but I'd buy it.
I would love to play more games that play like Project Zero. That one game that the Game Grumps played with the mobile phone usage. I would love that if that popped up on consoles.
Yeah.
The one where they ended up walking in the opposite direction and got an achievement.
Yeah. And then had to walk all the way back.
I'd actually really like that if that came onto the consoles. But Project Zero isn't a dead series because Koei Tecmo would continue it even without, you know, it ever selling.
Yeah.
Which is the strange thing. Project Zero is this cult status, despite never selling well.
It's like Platinum Games.
Yeah.
Where sells by not selling.
Yeah. Kind of odd that, but it does happen.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to see back, but the problem is people are so fixated on the same garbage. It's like, oh, cool, collectathons, yay. We don't have enough of them.
Well, the thing is, I think a part of it, if Vanillaware makes another successor to Muramasa the Demon Blade...
Because there's Odin's Fearless Fist-Her and Muramasa the Demon Blade. It's not really... I don't think you need a wish for that. None of these people are using it right. If you have a wish for anything, you could say, I want, like, $10 million. Or pounds, or whatever the equivalent would be in yen.
It's funny, for a guy who was apparently a failure as a ninja, his weapon is sickle and chain, which sounds like one of the most complicated weapons you could try to use, really.
Breasts are clipping through her fan. Yeah, sickle and chain. Don't... Just use a gun, man.
Apparently, the reason he kept losing is because he seemed to be tripping over his chain when he tried to fight.
Yeah, if you just took a gun in, then it would have been fine. Come on,
game.
game.
You win the exam. I shot him.
Come on, game. I believe in you. Believe in you.
More game like Muramasa the Demon Blade would be great. Successor to Red Steel. But that's really basically, I just want to... That can happen so easily now, because it's like, I want a game I can use the motion controls properly with, and like Galgun. I mean, Galgun is too has been really fun, but I can't use it motion control wise. I want something to use the Switch Joy-Con in a shooting game, where occasionally I get to use a sword.
Yeah.
But on that note, rail shooters, I don't have to worry about the future of that, because Sega are making a new House of the Dead game. I'd love it if that comes to consoles.
I want that to be as hammy as possible.
I love House of the Dead.
Right, it's going to get weird, I bet. I don't think this group have done anything normal in any of these playthroughs.
Yeah. Yeah, I when it comes to...
swords. That's the thing they use.
When it came to the games, it's usually I want the IP itself to continue rather than the gameplay. Because I can usually find another game similar to it, and like in your case...
Yeah.
Like Penalty Pond is a puzzle game, I want the puzzle IP to continue. Trying to think of ones I've played that just never...
I mean, I've got some of the things coming back that I've wanted. Like, they finally decided to release Digimon game outside of Japan.
Yeah. Oh no, we're doomed! It's a shrimp!
I'll explain how they carry things if they've got subspace bikinis.
Can you imagine if we hadn't played Crimson Squad before this, just how out of the blue this would be?
Yeah, I feel like we actually did it out of order. Well, I mean, we did do it out of order.
But the best part of it all was that Crimson Squad... The Crimson Squad was the last one, which, again, they are the best one for the ending. They're just so...
And they saved the best part, because she doesn't start rapping. For reasons that we have. They want money. They need jobs. Yeah, it's not really much of a secret. You're poor. Yeah, like I've...
Oh!
What?
Toy Commander.
Oh, yes, that would be cool. But it'd make more sense if they were in the same outfits. Everyone's really mean to Ayame. Feels unnecessary.
Toy Commander getting a follow-up would be awesome. Yeah, Dreamcast launch title.
Well, it's not necessarily a gameplay thing. I'd like something with the stylization and aesthetics of Project Spark. So I really liked the look of that game.
Yeah, I definitely wanted Conker to get made by that team, Team
Yes,
Dakota, because they clearly had aside from the fact they were limited at the time because of the it being made within the Project Spark engine, and as such tied to Project Spark, they couldn't be as adult with it. Which, I mean, I'm not a big fan of games being made 18 rated, but it works to Conquer. You know, that's so much of its charm.
That is its charm. It's designed specifically to be an 18 rated game.
But yeah, I'd have loved to see Team Dakota actually make a new Conquer game, because they certainly had something good going for them with
but they're dead.
Their reunion, yeah.
Microsoft killed them. Do you think Microsoft are going to get to the levels of EA or companies?
Spiritual successor Strikers. Super Mario Strikers. Doesn't even have to be Mario characters. You could throw any IP into that.
I forgot quite possibly my favourite. And that's saying something. The game I most want to see some form of spiritual... I mean, people have made them online, but I can't figure out how to get them to actually work. I've tried downloading and playing them. And it was kind of a mess. Sport.
Oh!
I just want to have like a complete version of the original beta/alpha for Sport, because that game looked amazing.
Thankfully, I was originally going to say Bomberman as one of my answers.
Jesus.
You know, if it was before the Switch, I would have said Bomberman.
Well, that's why.
But no, Konami have thankfully come back in full force with Bomberman and is actually supporting it a lot.
Yeah.
Though I would love if they actually made a successor to Bomberman 64 games, because those were really good.
Go, Luca, scary dolphin. Beat oh god. Oh wait, Luca took her down. Right, let's get that elephant.
I
down.
need more time to think of any others which.
Well, you would have had the time.
Yeah, I know, I forgot, but I think it's we've got plenty to talk about. Might be actually worth me making a tea time on that. What's just spilling everywhere?
It'd be something worth talking about. I think it's quite an interesting subject.
Yeah, because there's an interesting case to be made to which games you'd want to continue for the IP and which ones you want to continue for the gameplay, and so wouldn't mind if it was succeeded by something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else to mention about Dragon's Crown Pro?
It's a really good game.
That's to be expected. Oh! Speaking of Dragon Crown Pro, the reason I'm quite interested in seeing where Muramasa gameplay could be taken next without following up Muramasa is because Muramasa is already the spiritual successor to their first game, Odin Sphere. Which if we set up the PS3 at some point, I'll actually have the remake of Odin Sphere on PS3.
Yeah. It's also... I mean, Muramasa finished.
Yeah.
It was a complete game.
Yeah. There are some endings I like and some endings I don't like. I'm definitely prefer the male character's ending for first ending. Whereas for Momohime, I prefer her second ending most of all. But yeah, so it'd be interesting where they think the next evolution of it would be.
Yeah. Is there a next evolution to it?
That's interesting. There were things I could think to improve Muramasa, but it was more so outside of its core gameplay. It was more expansion of it, like having different weapons. You only had two types of weapons: the broadsword and the short sword.
Yeah, and different like magic abilities and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah. They put huge emphasis on food. I wish food did a bit more though.
Yeah.
Like you're just hungry the entire time playing it because it's so detailed. The food and your characters obsess and eat it constantly.
Curry. I've had that problem with games before. This game single-handedly made me addicted to curry. I craved curry while playing that game. It's why I can't finish Disgaea, because every time I turn it on, I want to eat curry. Alright, so what horrible, weird, sexual torture machine is this going to be?
Yeah.
You remember how... Technically off topic, but on topic for sexual torture machines. Remember how Night Eye sexually harassed his workers?
Yes.
It was a bit
for the
screwed
sake
up.
of comedy.
He should have probably been arrested. I think maybe he just got karma.
To be fair, Rafi, the anime is nowhere close to that at the moment.
Now, I'll put a spoiler up. Then I never said what happened.
I mean, to be fair, I don't mind quite as much. I'm still disappointed that they had best character and best girl and best OTP be taken away from the story.
And it's another machine from the looks of it. I don't know.
No, so the last time it was an accident, you're purposely sticking it onto them.
Also, given the characters in this group, I don't think being groped is much of a punishment. Like,
Yeah. I mean, one of them gropes them regularly.
yeah.
No, not that kind of memory. Not the ones requiring therapy.
Well, he's only trying to help. Kind of. He's such a thoughtful teacher. Well, she's not exactly that strong. All she has is a water gun, like
Yeah.
all of us. Everyone involved in this is going to jail.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh, then you made Shinobi Rifle though. This game is a massage simulator. This girl has lost her memories. You need to bring them back via massage.
I hope you understand that I'm buying that game. The moment it comes out over here.
There is no game to it! Like, in this one I can understand the gameplay is amazing.
It's for comedy reasons.
But
we have to do an entire playthrough of Shinobi Rifle. We won't. Because
I wouldn't be able to think of enough subjects to talk about across just a game with nothing in it other than just massaging a
an
woman.
hour long of me slapping a woman's thigh.
Yeah.
Hey, it'd have more actual gameplay sections.
Yeah. Less cutscenes, more gameplay.
What?
We're actually gonna end this episode here.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit Asuka's deck and actually use Asuka because it's the final mission.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good.
And as a result, I'm gonna level her up as much as possible.
That'd be candy. Well then.
Yeah. Bye.
Cheerio.